Yo, welcome back to Containing Luxury. On this episode, we're going to be discussing the easiest thing about building a shipping container home. Let's get started. It is stupid hot and muggy out here in South Florida. I am drenched. Ryan's gonna edit it and make me look perfect. Glimmering. Okay, so the easiest thing about building a shipping container home. I actually had to think about this one because I'm like, you know what? It's not the easiest build in the world, but there is one thing I could think of that did make it pretty easy. And that would be the fact you don't really have to have a ton of structural knowledge in order to build a container home because the structure is already there that you're building off of. So when you're framing out the interior, it's really just whatever you're framing is what you're holding up. So you don't have to really think about how the whole structure is gonna work together, ceiling framing versus carrying a load, all that kind of stuff. So it does make it a lot easier when getting into the basic knowledge of framing, which does relieve a lot of the stress about building a structure you're gonna be potentially sleeping inside of and you don't want collapsing on you. Other than that, you're building pretty much a regular structure. So everything else from, imagine you're getting a house and you want to build the whole interior out, but you hired a shell contractor, and that shell contractor came out and poured your foundation and put up your exterior walls and did all your roof trusses and even dried in the roof for you. So now you get to go into that house that's already a standing structure and build the whole interior out. So that's essentially the step that you get to skip, which does require a ton of skills. I will say, however, now that we're building these in an indoor facility, it is a lot easier than when we were building them outside in the blistering heat and muggy, rainy temperatures. So building them in a controlled environment, which is very rare that you ever build a new construction home inside of a building. And then Ryan just is like, man, I can't, I'm gonna call this guy. And yeah. So it's pretty rare that you ever get to build a new construction house inside of a factory and then move it to wherever it's going. So that is definitely one of the perks that makes building a container home a little bit easier. If you got a big garage, you can put it inside there, build it in there, and then take it out when you're done. I can't really do that with the rest of the houses. But yeah, we're fortunate. We get to build these things inside, which is pretty awesome. And if you don't want to build your own container home, just remember that we have this sweet, cool, nice indoor facility that we get to build them in. Well, we're not only selling container homes, but I'm going to probably sell my neighbor's lawnmower. That's all we got for today's video. Nice short one. Giving you some, what's it called? When you're uplifting somebody? You're making them feel better, some mojo about their container build.
My mojo! I'll get you, Dr. Evil, I'll get you!
Oh, look at me, I'm shaking in my little space boots.
Yeah, a lot of the time it can be pretty negative when you think about all the stuff that we're having to go over when building a container home, but we figured we'd throw you some positivity today. It's Positivity Saturday. See you guys on the next one. Containing Luxury's lost its mind and we're out.